great show for you today, and this is really, really interesting to me at least. This is the housing outlook for the remainder of the year and for next year. It also goes back the last 10 years. Now, what makes it interesting is it's a compilation or composite from the Department of Commerce and Labor, the Federal Reserve, the FHFA, the FHLMC, the NAR, the S&P, and Wells Fargo. We throw them in at the end, of course.
Looking at the red line, we can expect 4.907 million homes sold this year and 5.111 million homes sold next year, a fairly steep increase. Now, to put this in perspective, if their 2026 projections are right, it will be the best year for housing out of the last 4 years, meaning possibly the worst is behind us. It's a question of, can you make it through this year? The highest number of sales were in 2021, where we hit 6.891 million homes sold.
Staying with this graph, let's turn to rates. Now, next year, we should see rates drop with an average of about 6.46%, or about a half below where we're at right now. And like Joanna said, these are the lowest that we've seen over the past 4 years. Over this period of time, 2021 was the lowest rates that we have seen, with an average of 3.03%. A number, though fun at the time, is one that really haunts the market today.
Finally, and sadly, we should continue to see home prices rise, where next year in 2026, the average home price is going to be a whopping $441,100. And as Brian likes to say, this includes North Dakota and Mississippi.
Man, home prices. This is the highest number we've seen ever. And to put this into perspective, that same house sold for $294,200 back in 2015, a near 40% increase in price. The only year that we saw home prices come down, and it was just a smidge, is 2019. Moving on, and this is absolutely crazy to me, I mean nuts. You see, we already believe Zillow is responsible for price fixing. We do believe that over here. It makes sense. If a seller believes the bloated value of their Zestimate over a realtor or the reality of offers coming in on their properties, then prices are going to remain overly high, as we're seeing right now, and homes won't move, as we're seeing right now. Now, I didn't know this, but again, here's the nutty part. It appears that Zillow is offering strategy or advice on the offers that you're receiving on your listing. Yikes.
As you can see, all a seller has to do is plug the offer into Zillow, and Zillow will kick back a strong, competitive, moderate, or weak offer, basically telling you to take the offer or not. Now, do you remember? Zillow once got into the real estate game. And how did that work out for them? Well, let's take a look at their stock value. It's really very revealing.
You notice anything? Anything stand out to you? You see that huge mountain right in the middle of their stock? The climb up the mountain is when Zillow got into the real estate game, into buying and selling homes, competing with real estate agents. Man, was Wall Street excited about that. I mean, everybody invested in their stock and it went through the roof. I mean, how can Zillow get the real estate game wrong, right? Well, the downside of that mountain is how Zillow performed in real estate up against you real estate agents. To put it mildly, they failed like a part-time agent with a drinking problem. It couldn't have gone any worse. Now, it's the same Zillow who is offering your clients advice right now on what offers to take and what offers to dismiss. It's just a horrible idea, yet here we are, and because everybody goes to Zillow, and they do, the ability for Zillow to further manipulate the real estate market is real. My question is, where is the class action lawsuit or the DOJ for Zillow's activity? This is more demonstrative than anything any realtor is accused of doing. And finally, on this exact point, I was looking up a realtor in the Central Valley, California a couple of days ago, and he worked for a company called HomeCoin. They'll put your house on your MLS for $95. Question, how the hell are agents fixing commissions at 6% when right now, and even back then, you could put a listing on an MLS for $95? That's another story for another day, and of course, it's fool's gold. But you get where I'm going with this. Listen, guys, we got great news today, and I hope this all helps you. Have a fantastic Friday. Later, guys. I gotta tell you, in this market, it's pretty easy to feel stuck, not knowing what to do next. Well, listen, and this stuff works too. Carl White, the Marketing Animals, they have a 90-day challenge for you. They'll get you 45 minutes on the phone. They're going to sit down. They're going to talk to you about all their secret scripts, what to say, what to do. So for the next 90 days, you can rebuild your business. Give it a shot. It's not going to cost you anything. Just fill out the information down below, and trust me, your business will thank you for it.